Yes, as the title states, guys, self improvement is a marathon and not a sprint. This is just a quick one to let you guys know whatever you're going through in your self improvement journey, whether you're satisfied or dissatisfied, I want to let you know that self improvement is a marathon and not a sprint. And I say this because a lot of us have impatience, you know. You start working out for the first few months, you don't get the results you wanted. You expected that 10 out of 10 physique in like 30 days. Those stupid apps that always lie to you. Oh, you can get these apps in 30 days. Bro, it takes time, bro. I'm going to keep rephrasing this quote that I got from my journal. Good things take time to happen, and the sweetest fruit requires the sweetest patience. That quote just stick to your head to the day you die. Self improvement takes time to happen, man. And you're not going to be perfect straight away, of course. It's called a journey for a reason. You think a journey is just going to be all sunshine and rainbows? No, man. You're going to have some screw ups, just like you. We already know this. You already know you're going to have screw ups. I mean, look at your past. You've been through plenty of adversity, right? All the skills, even the simple skills such as walking, which you found hard back in the day, you may not remember it, but undoubtedly, we're human, right? So, of course, you're going to have trouble walking at first, speaking at first. But over time, as the years develop, we improve that skill. Now, bring this back onto self improvement. I mean, it's not really bringing it back since your whole life is self improvement. But in the context of the awareness of self improvement, let's talk about me, for example. 3 years ago, I guess you could say I was onto self improvement as I started working out in 2020. Specifically, the 1st of January 2020. But I wasn't actually aware of self improvement. But I was training for a good 6 months, got demotivated. And yes, I did tell you guys, you don't need motivation, you need discipline. By the time, I had no drive, no reason, no purpose. Well, I did have a purpose. I wanted to get in shape and look good, but I didn't have a stronger why, if you will. So then I worked out for 6 months, took a 6-month hiatus, got fat again, felt satisfied. 2021, I went ham again for a whole year. And I think about late 2021, I started incorporating other habits of self-improvement into my life. And I was watching other self-improvement YouTubers, so they'd bestow their teachings onto me of the other habits of self-improvement, such as reading, meditation, journaling, gratitude journaling, reading. I already said reading. Getting out to nature, improving your social skills, working on money, your businesses and whatnot. All the hard things to which we inherently know are good for us, right? Very gratification. So, with the story I just told you, I was working out for about 2 years before I actually started implementing the other habits of self-improvement. You see the journey, guys. I didn't just start all at once. I just focused on that one thing for 2 years, and that was working out. I then started to incorporate other things into self-improvement, such as meditation, which felt really good at first, but I then struggled later on, but then felt had really good days, and then I felt so high. Meditation in terms of consistency, then a dip, then high, then a dip. Then there was journaling, implementing that later on, gratitude journaling. And I heard about reading for a while, but I never actually took the time to implement it. But then I read my first book, Deep Work. That went really well. Speaking of books, if you're new to self-improvement, I recommend reading the book Atomic Habits. I have a picture in the screen right there. I think it's just got a really good range of self-improvement apps. Honestly, the perfect introduction to one who's embarking on the self-improvement journey. Basically switching bad habits to good habits. I think it's the perfect book. I haven't read it yet, of course, but I think it's the perfect book for you lot. I'm sure it's fired a ton of value. I had a lot of good things about it, so I recommend it's probably a good book for self-improvement newbies. But yeah, and then I incorporated my habit tracker. So for the first 2 years, I was just focusing on one thing, and then I just added more and more and more and more and more. And we're still doing it to this day. Still thinking of as many lifelong skills which serve me as valuable as possible. Of course, I got my 2 main focuses, which is fitness, and that's all aspects of fitness, and just finance in general. I've got the other self-improvement habits, which I'm working on with dead focus. But fitness and finance, as I told you guys, they're rarities for men. So of course I'm gonna focus on that the most. And then the other 2 habits at the back, they were just serve as a byproduct. Like, what would I call it? Let's see the icing on the cake. See, we're already rare fitness and wealth, which I'll accumulate in about 10 to 15 years from now. Have patience, guys. I'm telling you. That will get you a long way. Self-improvement with patience and realizing that it's a marathon, because marathons do take time and they do take roughly a while to finish. You know, marathons really usually take up to like an hour or so. Sprints is only a matter of seconds. And I want you guys to get out of this mindset. You're not going to get the things quickly. And if you do get it quickly, it's unfulfilling majority of the time, right? It's like, if you got £1 million in your bank account right now, it won't feel as fulfilling, wouldn't it? You didn't work for it. But if you pay in a few years, then you accumulate the million. You know? But yeah, it's just a quick one to let you guys know. Self-improvement is a marathon, not a sprint. A marathon in the sense that you should be prepared to fail and fall through a bunch of obstacles. But so long as you don't give up and you persevere, you'll reach in the end. It's not a sprint where you just get instant gratification. I feel like you've indulged in so much instant gratification in the past that it's probably given you, or had given you, the mindset in the past. I know it's given me that mindset in the past. And only for like, I think like early 2022 in general, I really started to get out of that mindset, which is really good. Yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm waffling and reiterating myself. I think I've already got ingrained in your head. Remember, self-improvement is a marathon, not a sprint. And good things take time to happen. And the sweetest fruit requires the sweetest patience. I'll be waiting for you at the top. Let's go, man.